Hey, it's Travelgigolo. This is a review of Mokala National Park, which is located in the Northern Cape province of South Africa. The drive here is almost entirely tar road, with the exception of the last 20 kilometers or so, which is a dirt road once we turn off the N12 highway. Mokala is located about 80 kilometers by road from Kimberley, which translates to about a 1-hour drive. So the last few kilometers to the Mokala National Park is dirt road, and some of the sections of the road are pretty good. However, some of them are quite corrugated. So if you're driving an SUV or a bakkie, it's not too bad, but if you're driving a sedan, you might find those corrugations quite significant. Otherwise, the road's pretty good. And just take note that once you get to the gate, there's still another further 9 kilometers or so of dirt road from the gate to reception for the park itself. Despite being here in December, which is normally peak time for most tourist attractions, we found that it was relatively quiet. So getting into the park and getting through to reception and going through the formalities was pretty quick. We're here in the festive season in December, and I must say it's relatively quiet. We don't see a lot of traffic, so it's probably one of the more quiet parks. The campsite that we're staying in only has 6 camping facilities, so that's really great. They're pre-assigned and they're very nicely set out. I'm doing a separate episode on that, so have a look at that as well. We are camping at Motswedi campsite, and the park advises that you get in at least an hour early. So the park closes the gates at 7 p.m. in the summer, so you've got to get in at about 6 because you have to drive from the gate through to reception, check in, and then drive from reception through to the campsite. So an hour should give you more than enough time to do that, and just be aware of that. There's a really diverse array of large herbivores. So when we were there, we saw giraffe and sable antelope and oryx and roan sable and many more. So a lot of roy hartebeer, some tsetse bear. It was a really great visit, and we didn't go very far without seeing something interesting almost every few minutes. There are no lion here, so it's not a Big 5 park. However, a number of the Big 5 are present in the park. So buffalo, for example, and rhino, black rhino and white rhino. It is also great to have quite a few of these animals come through to the campsite and the watering hole that's just in front of the campsite. So that's really great because you can sit at your camping spot and watch the wildlife come to drink. There's also a great diversity of bird life, so if you're a bird, Mokala is a really good spot to visit. The zebra population at Mokala is quite unusual. In fact, the unusualness is around the rump area where they are quite pale and they don't have the typical abundance of black stripes around the rump as it is with the rest of the body. It is thought that these zebras have genetics from the now extinct quagga. There is in fact a selective breeding program underway, and the intent of that program is to try and concentrate those genes of the now extinct quagga. The roads are generally really good, however sudden downpours can erode the clay. So there are some areas like this here where you need a vehicle with high clearance to get through, but generally the roads are really good and you can do a lot of this with the sedan. So just be careful of that and note that you may on some roads need a vehicle with high clearance. One of the great things about Mokala is the way the landscape changes. It's quite dramatic. In some areas it is rocky outcrops and quite arid landscape, and in other areas it's these vast flat plains of grass which are really picturesque. And there are also areas that are quite woody, so sort of woodland or forest, and really beautiful as well. There are routes in the park that are strictly 4x4. Those are relatively easy going. We had no trouble getting over those with our 4x4. In fact, there's no technical driving of any significance required. It's important to note that there is not a restaurant in the park, so for day visitors, if you're going to come through to the park, you need to bring your food with you. There are no ATMs, there's no fuel. There is a shop with the limited supplies of things like charcoal, fire lighter, drinks and so on, and some basics like hats and so on that you might want to buy. If you enjoy going to places like Namibia and the Northern Cape, then Mokala is a really fantastic escape. It's relatively close to Johannesburg in relation to some of those areas, so it's a pretty good choice. There's some great picnic spots as well, and the roads in general are pretty good, although we didn't come here in the wet season where it might be quite a different situation. Overall, I think it's a really great park. I definitely recommend it. I think it's definitely worth visiting. It's not a Big 5 park, but you'll still get 2 of the Big 5, which are buffalo and rhino, and that's both black rhino and white rhino. I think it's definitely worth a visit. It's a really nice place, really quiet, really scenic, very decent roads. I think it's definitely one that you should put on your list. Hope you enjoyed this quick episode. If it was informative, please hit the like button. Also subscribe and check out some of my other stuff on other adventures in Southern Africa. Until the next episode, go everywhere, see everything, have a great time.